Rolling.
My name is Aaron Holiday. I'm 30 and I'm a second year business school student at Johnson, transitioning from a career on Wall Street building out electronic trading platforms to a career as a venture capitalist. I know Natalie not only as a classmate and friend, but a well respected leader on campus. She's one of very few women I consider an iron fist and a silk glove. Last year, I had the distinct honor of leading a team of 8 very influential leaders during the Idea Corps Challenge hosted by the Idea Village. Idea Village is a nonprofit organization that focuses on the growth and commercialization of businesses in New Orleans with the distinct purpose of revitalizing the city through innovation and entrepreneurship. I remember thinking about how would I construct the right team. I knew that pulling together the right people would be critical to our success. So I thought about bringing a group of people together who had different opinions, philosophies, perspectives, and skill sets. I remember interviewing Natalie and making a decision that she was a person we needed to have on the team. She brought 3 distinct skill sets that really helped us to make a large impact on our entrepreneur. Those skills are sustainability perspective, a view on environmental impact of businesses, as well as a social responsibility perspective. In addition to just strong skill sets to understand what it takes to scale a business. We learned a lot throughout this experience, but most importantly, we learned something very fundamental about business, and I'll tell you a little story that illustrates this. So for our entrepreneur, we made a huge impact. We helped him gain access to a distribution channel in Asia, which was his largest trending market at the time. We helped him gain manufacturing space that he didn't have because he was building his product out of his home. And we also helped him build access to capital strategy. After doing all of this, we tried to figure out how else can we help, or how can we extract more out of this experience. And then we understood something very fundamental, which is that business is not only about maximizing revenue and scaling your business, but it's about creating something that didn't exist in the past, or helping someone realize his or her vision. And when we understood that, we understood that we made a substantial impact on our entrepreneur. And we learned something very important about business. It's the passion about realizing a vision. As far as skills are concerned, there are some skills that we learned as far as collaboration. We learned how to build out different financial models to properly reflect our entrepreneur's business. We learned how to pick up the phone and call several people to create leads, but that wasn't the most important thing we learned. The team that went down before us, the Cornell team that went down before us, came back their year with a victory. They tied and they brought back the trophy. So when our team went down, we expected to do the same thing. We worked really hard. We made a substantial impact on our entrepreneur, and we were very confident that we had won. After all presentations were given, the CEO of the organization mentioned our school and our performance. He said, going forward, the yardstick will be the measure by which our team set a standard, which is not only make a substantial impact on the entrepreneur, but understand how that entrepreneur makes an impact on you and your team. When we heard that, we knew we had won and that we would bring home the trophy. When it was time to announce the winner, we all stood together and our team name wasn't called. The team was devastated, and Natalie and I were also devastated. But I'll never forget, on an elevator ride, Natalie and I were talking about how we felt about not bringing home the trophy. And then we thought back to our team contract, which we had created several months ago. And in that team contract, we said we would be measured by the impact that we made on our entrepreneur. So we learned something, a skill that's really important. It's the ability to see victory, even if it's wrapped in defeat. And that's something that I'll never forget. One of my favorite memories is of Natalie and Katie being bold enough and determined enough to try out our entrepreneur's product. So let me explain what the product is. It's a hydrotherapeutic shower that has 16 different shower heads that's sold to high-end, high-net-worth individuals, as well as high-end hotels and resorts. So one day we went to our entrepreneur's home where he was actually creating these machines, and a few of us inspected the machines, the sophistication of the design, which looked like some type of modern day time machine. And Natalie and Katie were bold enough to go into the shower. They came back out alive, but we realized that going into that shower was actually very important. It allowed us to better understand the product, which ultimately helped us craft the messaging for sales, which actually resulted into an increased sales pipeline. So lastly, we learned a lot from this experience, but most importantly, we learned that a combination of a creative team, innovation, and hard work will yield incredible results, much better results than just hard work alone. That's something that helped me as a growing leader, and I'm very confident that it helped other people on my team, including Natalie. And my thought process is that we all will incorporate innovation, collaboration, hard work into everything that we do. Thank you so much, and Natalie, good luck in all of your endeavors.